Hi everybody, I hope you're doing good. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. For everybody who's new, please follow, like, and share, and comment if you understand what I'm talking about, if you feel the same way, or if you want to share your experiences. So today I want to talk about like motherhood, or more about the woman that I became after I became a mother. There are certain things that I didn't know that would come that way, or nobody told me ever about, and were and still are very surprisingly for me. So one of them is, for example, that I didn't know that I would change that much, that I would miss the old version of me. It's not that I don't love my role as a mother, that I don't love my child. It's more about getting along with this new version, with these new feelings, with this new huge responsibilities, with the fact that you're not spontaneous as you used to be. You cannot be as loud as you want to be, and because there is this tiny human being which has the fully priority of everything before you, before anything else in life. So at some points you don't even know who you are anymore because you're fully with your child. And the other part is like that I didn't realize that your or didn't know that your relationship need to survive two people who are extremely exhausted. It's not because you don't love each other, or you don't like each other. It's more about that because life becomes louder than your relationship. So your relationship goes more into the back. You need to focus on your child. You need to focus, and sometimes it can be really too much to realize that it's not like it's before, and you need to find each other again in your new roles by yourself, but also as a unit. And this is extremely hard work, and it's over and over work. The other one is also like that motherhood for me feels incredibly lonely from time to time. Is you still feel emotionally unseen, even though you're taking care of the whole day and like a tiny human being, but emotionally you feel so unseen. Because also that leads me to another point, it's like people don't see you anymore. People see the mother, the role, the expectations. So you need to do this, you need to, and you always need to be happy about it. You need to be strong, you need to survive everything. Don't show how exhausted you are, don't show how emotionally stressful it can be, how tired you are. So people just see this role and not you anymore, and it makes me emotionally so unseen. Then let's talk about the constant guilt. As a woman, you always have this constant guilt. It's the pressure from society, it's the pressure from yeah, maybe your family, maybe your friends, maybe your partner, whoever, is that you constantly have the feeling you're not enough. If you go to work, you have this guilt that you're not there enough for your child, for your partner, for whoever. If you don't, if you're at home with your child and your partner and you're really spending time with them, you have the guilt that you're not doing enough in the household, that you're not capable to do a lot of other stuff, or you're not enough for yourself because you don't have time for yourself. If you take time for yourself, you feel guilty that you're not good for, not enough for the work or for your family. So it's a constant guilt, and it's a constant process of working on it. Other part is also, and I kind of talked about it in this video in the beginning, it's like that you're losing parts of yourself. Motherhood breaks the version of you that you have been before. Is and really it breaks it. It breaks it. Even if you try to be like that, or you but at some point you don't even remember anymore who you were. it's like you sometimes I feel like you lose your head completely. You lose your brain. It's like, what was before that? How was I? What was important to me, and is it still important to me? And um, yeah, it breaks you. It can really, really break you. And then I believe, and maybe it's the hardest truth, is that your children, at some point, they're not going to need you anymore as they do in the beginning, as they do in the first couple of years. They're growing, they're becoming more independent. They're not holding your hand anymore because they want to do it alone and by themselves. And this is maybe, for me, in my reflection, one of the hardest parts. Maybe motherhood is not about raising children. Maybe it's about like learning how to let pieces of yourself go over and over again, but still manage somehow to still love hard unconditionally and keep going. Yeah, do you see yourself in some of these points? Please, I would love to read your comments, your experiences, and what was extremely new for you as a mom or a dad. Um, don't forget to share, like, and follow, and see you soon. Bye bye.